Are Secret Hideout panicking? Is Alex Kurtzman running around desperately trying to figure out what to present to Skydance so that they can keep hold of their Star Trek contract? What project will excite Skydance and make them give them a new deal? Welcome to Tach Impulse Podcast, part of the Scitrek family.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.
Well, we know of a couple of things, even though we don't exactly know the details. But we know that Kate Mulgrew has been approached about returning in a live-action series playing Admiral Janeway. And we know that William Shatner has been approached about coming back, I'm laughing because he's 93 years old, as Captain Kirk one more time as well. Now, I love William Shatner. I think he's a legend. And if you have a list of those celebrities you'd love to go and have a pint with, William Shatner would be way up there for me. I'm not sure how he's still alive. The man drinks, smokes and eats. Oh, he's just... It's good genes, let's put it that way. He's an amazing human being. It was only a couple of years ago he was up in space, don't forget. I mean, for reality that time. But these bits of information that are coming out, and they're not rumours because these have come directly from the actors, does make me wonder what the hell Secret Hideout are doing. Now, I dropped it with you guys a couple of weeks ago now that Skydance have informally, and I have to repeat that informally because they do not own Paramount yet, so they can't instruct Secret Hideout to do anything directly. But they have informally stated to Secret Hideout that, look, you're going to do 2 seasons of Starfleet Academy. You've going to have time to finish Strange New Worlds because you'll have time to do the 4th and 5th season before the contract you've currently got runs out next summer. But we would like you to pitch at least 3 new live-action shows before Christmas. So this is why these rumours are now coming out that other shows are being looked at. So it looks like they're doing something with Kate Mulgrew, something with Admiral Janeway, something that would include Kirk somehow. Maybe that's the same project, you don't know, because Kirk is dead, so it would be a hologram or something, I imagine. And we know that they've got the sitcom. I'm being told as well that they have been instructed to actually come up with something for Legacy. They need to pitch some story idea along the lines of what we know as Legacy. I did a video on that a day or two ago. You can go and check that out because I don't think it necessarily has to be what Terry Matalas envisaged. But it does have to be something that Skydance basically can get on board with, that is the Enterprise G, 7 of 9 as captain. Beyond that, I think there is some freedom to try to come up with a new storyline, a new pitch, a new theme for that show. My problem is, it does feel like there's an element of desperation coming from Alex Kurtzman and Secret Hideout. Approaching Kate Mulgrew to do a live-action Janeway series is strange for me. Okay, Voyager is a brilliant show. I loved it. I preferred Deep Space Nine, but Voyager was a good show, and its popularity has continued. I think the return of 7 of 9 and Jerry Ryan's character really has shown that, and remembering that Robert Picardo, the EMH, is going to be in Starfleet Academy. So, it does seem that Secret Hideout has a love affair with Voyager. Think back to the Lower Decks episode, where they basically was taking the Voyager back to the museum. It's just brilliant. That's so tied into Picard Season 3, and maybe tied into and a big hint of what they're planning to do with maybe some more Voyager. We've also seen the Voyager A, don't forget, as well. So that'd be very cool to see in live action. But would some live action show run alongside what was done with Prodigy? Because in that case, it could be Admiral Janeway aboard the Voyager A, following on from Prodigy. That might be quite cool. Or will they do something else? Now, that seems like an odd plan for me. But okay. But what is absolutely bizarre and what does scream desperation for me is approaching William Shatner to do something. Now, what you want to do when you're pitching a show or a movie or something is you need to go to the studio and you need to give them a hook. You need to get those executives excited. So, you bring a project that is based on a book or a novel or something else. You get flashy storyboards and things. And maybe you get an exciting young director or, an exciting big name director. But what you really need is a star. You need somebody attached to it, somebody that has said that they would like to do this project. If you go into a pitch meeting and you go, Tom Cruise wants to do this, those executives will cream in their pants and then sign whatever you put in front of them. Sorry, that was very abrupt, wasn't it? Cream in their pants. I've never said that before in my life. It is true. They would get very overexcited and sign whatever. If Skydance have a pitch from Secret Hideout and they basically get William Shatner at the front, Secret Hideout are betting that that will excite Skydance and that will basically get them on board with a new show. If they get on board with a new show, Secret Hideout and Alex Kurtzman get a new contract. That is just fact. So, is it a good idea? For me, I think if Skydance are seduced by William Shatner or Kate Mulgrew, to be honest, I think they're idiots. Because the Star Trek has been stuck in the mud for a long time. For me, what they need to do is very easy. They need to go back to making Star Trek. They need to go back to projects like Voyager, Deep Space Nine, TNG. So, a legacy style show, Seven of Nine as Captain, Enterprise G, boom. That's Star Trek all day. In the Prime universe that we actually want to see, we spent how many years, TNG, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, being invested in that timeline, being invested in that time period, and we haven't seen it really, other than Picard seasons 1, 2 and 3, where we didn't get to see anything. We did more in 3, to be fair. So, for me, Enterprise G, fine, if you've got to. It's always got to be the Enterprise. Seven of Nine Captain, go explore. You have another TV show. It could be a Deep Space Nine type of thing. But to be honest, it could just be another ship. Yes, okay, you need a hook again. You need something about that show. It can't just be another starship off exploring. But they could think of something, I'm sure. What I'm trying to say is, we were very invested in that. They need to bring it back. No more prequels. No more 32nd century shows. We don't want it. We don't need it. That's what Secret Hideout should focus on, instead of trying to think up excuses to bring back legacy actors, trying to bring back Kirk again. They just don't need to do it. But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you think. Is this a desperation move? Is this panic? I'd love to know what you think. Get into the comments. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can join the channel and then you get the videos up to 24 hours before everybody else. Go check that out. As always, please stay safe and I'll see you next time.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.